I'm making an updated video because I watched my video the other day where I ranked my fragrances, and some of them were out of place. And also, I've had a lot of acquisitions since then, a decent amount at least. So I'm going to redo that list, mainly because for the first time in a long time, right now, I feel like it's going to be a long time, a decent amount of time at least, before I get a new fragrance. So, here we have 5, 10, 15, 23 fragrances. At number 23, last time I had Valentino Born in Roma Intense. I'm putting Mancera Cedra Boise there. Now, before I continue with this list, I just want to say that all of the fragrances that I have here, I like. I wear. Like, it's slightly worn. I've had this for a decent amount of time. It's slightly worn. I will wear all of these. But 23, is that it? I thought I had more than that. Okay, I thought it would have been 20. Well, it would have been 23. Okay. This is a woody citron fragrance. It's good. Um, it's just the least best one. It's not bad. It's $200. I'm not a fan of Mancera, to be honest. This one is my least best fragrance. But to be honest, it may not be as bad as the next one. I might actually switch these two. We'll just switch them up. YSLY. It it smells good, but it's just out of my collection. It's just one of my least worn ones. YSLY EDP, a good fragrance. I would suggest it to a lot of people. These has a good atomizer. Let's see if spray it near them. Yeah, the fan just blew it all into my shit, so that's good. Um, these would be last. So 23 and 23 and 22. Okay, so in no particular order. Coming up at 21, we have this Acqua di Gio Parfum by Armani, mainly because it's $180 and it's really not worth it. It smells good. It smells like a fresh aquatic fragrance, something you would wear to the beach. It's just it's expensive. It's $180. It doesn't need to be $180, and it doesn't smell good enough to be $180. It's good, but it's just not $180 good. You know what I mean? Coming in at 20, we have the oldest bottle here, Blue de Chanel EDT. Smells like grapefruit. Again, good fragrance. It's not like any of these suck or I'm going to say something negative about them. This is the oldest bottle I have here, and it's just simply very old, but very good. The fragrance that got me into it all, Valentino. I just saw a V and said Valentino. I don't know why. Paco Rabanne Victus Victory Elixir. Invictus Victory Elixir. Smells of coconut. I had a terrible atomizer, tonka bean and such. It's good. Yeah, that's a good fragrance. Okay. New acquisition. Also, the most popular men's fragrance in the world. I think either above Dior Sauvage or tied with Dior Sauvage or second to Dior Sauvage. Versace Eros EDP. It's a good fragrance. It smells good. There's a reason why it's popular. However, the reason why it's so far down the list is because it's not unique. It smells good, but it's just, it is a super popular fragrance. I prefer the flankers, Versace Eros Energy, which is a lemon, like citrus take on it. This is good though. Like this is right there with the last two. And I think the only reason why it's a little higher than those is because I just got this. It was a gift. I would have never asked for a fragrance like this, but it's a good fragrance. Now, the fragrance I wore yesterday, because I haven't worn it in a while, Rasasi Hawass. It's a $30 cologne. It lasts very long. It's very fresh, fruity, cinnamon. This is very good. This could easily be sold for as much as all these other fragrances are, and people would buy it. But the fact that this is a $30 fragrance and is this high quality makes it all the better. I would recommend this to any human being in the world who's a male, because it is a male fragrance. So there you go. Now the fragrance I had at dead last time, which is absolutely ridiculous. The only reason that I had this fragrance dead last time was because I spent a week traveling, and I brought this fragrance along with me. And this was the only fragrance I wore, the only fragrance I smelled on myself for an entire week, so I got sick of it. And like since then, it's still kind of, it's like annoying to me, just because I remember this is all I smelled for like a week straight. Valentino Born in Rome Intense, however, is very good smelling fragrance. This is like elite, one of the very super high rated on Fragrantica, and Valentino is a great fragrance house, and they make good fragrances with not a shit ton of money. For not a shit ton of money, okay? I'm not even counting. That was 3, 2, 1, 20, 17, 18, 16, 15. This is Tom Ford fucking fabulous, okay? $500 for this. It's no longer worth $500. It's $4 whatever. They're being so generous by dropping the price to $400. My knack on this is it doesn't smell good. Or no, it smells good. It doesn't last long. It smells good. Like I personally like the smell, but it doesn't last long. And if you want to compare it to a 100 milliliter bottle, it's half the volume. Okay? So not only is it it's not the most expensive. The next one I have is the most expensive. Technically, when I got this was the most expensive. This was $4.99. The next one was $4.95. I made some videos on it previously, but it's just, I don't know. This atomizer's kind of weak too. Smells like a boutique cologne, like lotion or sunscreen. That's always how I describe it. Now we have here a staple in the fragrance community. More so if you have it, it's like you're committed to the game or you're rich or whatever. Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. For the hype around this, and for what you would expect out of a fragrance that is as talked about and as popular as this one, that it would be so fucking fantastic, but it's not. It's really not that fantastic. It's good. But there are, I forget what number are we on. What was that, 15? 21, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 14. I have 13 fragrances that I have rated higher than this. But this is still good. Lasts very long. I don't know how to describe this. It just smells like something that would be expensive. You have to go and smell it yourself, obviously, before you buy. 13. Dior Sauvage Elixir. This fragrance is always good. Okay, this is always gonna be a good fragrance. The reason why it's not higher is because of how good the fragrances above that are. But I love this fragrance. And just know that my preference will change from time to time, but as of right now, these are in the neighborhood of where I would put some of these fragrances. Dior Sauvage Elixir would be at 13. YSL Y. No, YSL myself. Le Parfum. I wore this 2 days ago. White floral vanilla. I when I first got this fragrance, I didn't care for it, to be honest. I didn't care for it that much. It wasn't like I hated it, but I didn't care for it. It just grew on me. And that's how a lot of these fragrances, some of them I grow off of, some of them I grow on. This is a very good fragrance. Expensive. 180, 190, something like that. YSL Y. Or no. YSL myself. Le Parfum. Okay. Prada Luna Rossa Black. Just smells like something that a CEO would wear. Very professional, office scent. I would recommend it. Like I don't know what to say. Like this is just a good fragrance. This is one of Prada's best fragrances. That's at 13, 12, 11. Okay. Top 10 now. Azzaro, The Most Wanted. EDP. Amber is the number one thing in this fragrance. This is prime amber. Like I said in the last video, if I'm watching a video on some guy reviewing a fragrance that I've never smelled, and they're saying that it has a lot of amber in it, this is immediately the fragrance that I go to. Because the amber in this is, we have an amber fragrance in the living room, and it smells eerily similar to this, and it smells really good. It's not quite the same because this isn't just pure amber. There's other things in it, but amber is the big part of it. 9. Prada L'Homme. I had this originally as my second highest, but it is my third highest. I switched out another summer fragrance for this. This just smells really clean. This is one of those, so to speak, impossible to hate fragrances. This is just going to be liked every single time. Coming in as my second favorite summer fragrance, Versace Pour Homme. I love this fragrance. It smells like lemonade, kind of. It just smells like something that smells good. Summer fragrance doesn't last particularly long. That's the only thing I can say about it that's negative. But you're getting a high-level fragrance brand in Versace, and it's also not that expensive, especially for the 50 milliliter. This was like $70 to $80 or something. Coming in at 7. Dior Homme Intense. This is the 2011 batch, so it is discontinued, but I bought this on eBay for a reasonable amount of money, I think like $120, $130. Iris is what makes this fragrance so good. This has iris in it, so does Prada L'Homme. That's why I like Iris so much. Iris, Iris, Iris. I have 3 fragrances in my top 5 that are Iris. In my top 10 that are Iris. One of them is in the top 5. This one is elite work. And I blind bought it. But on Fragrantica, it was rated extremely high. Everyone talks about how this is Dior's greatest fragrance of all time, and Their greatest mistake was discontinuing it. So I went on eBay, bought it for $130, and it was a great decision, but it's a gamble because there are some fragrances that I don't particularly care for that are rated very high, and I've never heard anyone talk shit about. But coming in at number 6, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Parfum. This was originally going to be top 5, and I made a last minute decision. The thing is like when the fragrances are this good, like what sets them apart is the smallest things. This is a fantastic fragrance, yeah. Vanilla, dark stuff. It's artwork. Number 5. Absolute Aphrodisiac by Initio. This is considered to be one of the top vanilla fragrances that you can buy, and I would tend to agree with that. Vanilla is I think the most liked fragrance note in the world. This works. This is it. $405. Initio is very expensive, but it's top 5 for me. But nothing is set in stone. The other Iris fragrance, Valentino Uomo Intense. Iris and vanilla. Iris and powdery. Iris and vanilla. Iris and woody. So they all have iris in it. They all smell similar, but they all have a different take on iris. Some of them are sweet, some of them are more fresh, which is Prada L'Homme, and then some of them are more wintry, smoky, woody shit. I'm starting to hear people hating on this fragrance because it's so popular, and I feel like people are quick to hate fragrances that are so popular. Like, they want to be different than everyone else, so they'll just start inherently hating on this fragrance because it's so popular. But this is the best summer fragrance ever created, and probably will ever be. This is yeah. I've said it before, I'll say it again. These next 3, including this one and the next 2, are all number 1. It's ridiculous how good this is. It doesn't get much better than that. It is $325, but like I said, I will continue to buy this fragrance over and over and over again. Imagination by Louis Vuitton. This is what I smell like in the summer. It's just it's as good as it gets, and the cap is magnetic. It's ridiculous work, man. Number 2 was number 1 in the last video. If you guys saw the video where I talked about new fragrance acquisitions, you would know that this is my number 1. Was Parfums de Marly Altair. Vanilla orange, sweet, very mass appealing, long lasting, expensive Parfums de Marly. This is like, for this size, it's $290. I got it for $250. Black Friday deal. This is ridiculously good. I mean, they have a lot of different ones. Leighton is another very good one. If I had Leighton, that would make its way in the top 5 as well. But this is my favorite one. It's not far. Leighton wouldn't be far off from this, I will say. Coming in at number 1, probably will always be my absolute favorite fragrance in my collection. I'm wearing it right now. French Defense, Mind Games by French Defense. When I heard about this fragrance, everyone was talking about it like it was the greatest thing ever. And so I drove to King of Prussia Mall, which is about an hour and some change, to smell it. I was like, oh shit, that's the French Defense thing. That's the fragrance that everyone is talking about. I smell it, and I immediately realized one thing, that I needed that fragrance. I needed to get it. Fast forward, I get it for Christmas. $375. I feel like now that I own this, I don't have the drive to get any new ones. It's like, I have this, I have Altair, I have Imagination. Like, what else is there to have? You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I mainly wanted to do a renewed version of this, is because now that I have this, I can't imagine that I'm going to be getting new fragrances, to be honest, in at least the foreseeable future. We'll see what happens, but that's it. This video is 21 minutes long, 22 minutes long, it's right there, 22 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. Back-to-back fragrance videos, don't expect that. I'll make some more content if you guys have any suggestions. I'm not one of those YouTubers where you're just like, hey, can you review this $800 Amouage fragrance or something. Other than that, I will be talking about different things. I'll be making a video on a couple of my fragrances, a couple of my roommates' fragrances, and that's it. I'll catch y'all.